Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C, and in front of us today, we have two brewers from the Yukon. And man, so far everything we've tried from these guys has been pretty darn tootin' good.
So, if you're interested in tasting some of this stuff, you could join our Dram Club by going to patreon.com/TrennyandC.
Absolutely. And if that's not tickling your fancy, just at least click like and subscribe to this channel.
Tickle our fancy.
Yeah, exactly. We'll tickle yours if you tickle ours.
I don't know if that's legal, but okay. You must be legal drinking age to tickle our fancy.
Exactly. 18 plus at least in most places, I guess.
So
21.
Did we say that this is release 31? Did we say anything yet?
I don't think we've said anything. I'm going to actually start by saying we got a really cool little love letter from two brewers, and I can't even grab that now, but this is what they sent us along with the information about that bottle. I'm going to just read it to you.
Sure, and I'll just do a little close-up zoom while you're doing that.
Oh, sure. Hi, Trenny and C. No, sorry. That's not what it says. It says, hi, Trenny. Hi, C. We love what you guys do. Here's bottles of release 30 and 31. We've added general info about our operation here and in-depth info about the blending barreling process of these two releases. That should help you appreciate these drams even more. Feel free to reach out if you have any more questions. And then it's a little about them and blah, 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 but we won't get too much into that. We'll read it later and then regurgitate it when we're talking to real people in real life, and just make it sound like we know so much.
Smart,
yeah.
But I do like that they give us the whole media package, so we can't really screw it up too bad.
Yep.
Smart on their part. They're like, hey, these guys' tasting notes usually suck. Let's just include them in here so they don't have to think too much.
Exactly. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. And then the other part of release 31 gives us a little bit of info about it.
May I pop the cork?
You may.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's get it quiet on set if we want a quiet on set. Quiet on new set. That looks exactly the same as the old set.
Try to find the Easter egg of what's different.
Yes, it's like a Where's Waldo of...
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it had a little sucky pop.
Sucky pop. Okay.
You pour while I pour.
Compiled from the center of our aging cellar to build a lively, bright, charactered dram, some two brewers savvy presented...
Use your
Some
words.
two brewers savvy presented with youthful enthusiasm.
Some two brewers savvy presented with youthful...
I'm not reading it like a... Okay.
Like a spokesmodel.
Yeah, exactly. 2022 Canadian Whisky Awards recipient. Releases 26 and 27 were gold. 24, 25, 28 were silver. And then this is out of 1,040 bottles. And we are currently sitting at March 25th today.
Oh, okay.
Or sorry, February 25th today.
Yeah.
And this is released in March 2022. So
we need to get this video
I think we got this.
posted.
And so the notes here, earthy underpinnings, support a bright nose, nutty cereal, and dark berries. Creamy clover honey tracks from entry. Centered as tones of green tea and cedar encompass the palate. Dry grains and oak emerge to the finish, touched by the enduring honey. Ooh, those are some cool notes, the cloves and whatnot. Okay, again, cool color on these ones.
See if we can find any of that in here. This one is more on the gold. I just keep looking at the label. Like, oh yeah, it's so gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And, as always, non-chill filtered, no color added.
46%, I think.
46%.
Nice.
Okay. Nosing.
This comes from their, the classic lineup. They have 4 lineups. Peated, classic, experimental, and...
Classic, experimental, and experimental is innovative.
Yeah, there's something else.
Special finish.
Special finish. We're good at this game. Okay, here we go again.
That's why they give you the media package, so you can't screw that up. Okay, right away. Oh, God. So good.
It's got that Two Brewers thing, and I guess if you haven't actually had Two Brewers before, you
That's
have
not
no
telling
idea
you
what
much.
we're talking about. But it is like, for a Canadian whiskey, it has its complete own profile that I personally haven't seen in other Canadian whiskeys, really, because they are single malts, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like a you don't think of it like a Scotch single malt,
No,
or
because
even
like
like
Scotch single malt is like way grainier and maltier.
Yeah.
And this stuff has, like you said in the last video, it almost has this like like bubblegum rye impression.
yeah, like the sweetness is really well done. Like it's not over sweetened, but it's not. It's got a little bit of dustiness to it.
oh, but there's this like fresh and fruity.
Yeah, and I just feel like there's something about this, like Two Brewers in general, that just makes me. It makes me want to have a dram outside, like in the spring.
Yeah, this
you know?
is the perfect being that it's from the classic lineup because
Yeah.
it literally tastes like, or it literally noses like just classic Two Brewers.
Exactly. Yeah. Really cool stuff so far.
But like it always noses a little bit on this like nice sweet side.
And then sometimes you get to the flavor and it has like a little bit of a minerally, not always peaty by any means, but like a
But they did say earthy,
like a
earthy.
earthy kind of like. It's got to have something to do with the barrels too, and yeah, and just where it's made.
Okay, cool.
Let's try it.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
taste it.
I'm excited.
Oh,
You know what this reminds me of? Okay, can I tell you?
Yeah.
I think you might agree with me.
okay, please do.
First taste, Cavalan,
Oh, I could see that.
right? It
And-
has this
and-
Cavalan-y kind of flavor to
And it's
it.
funny you say that because the finish almost finishes like a old Pulteney kind of thing, like that
little bit
soapiness.
soapy.
Yeah,
But this one
which
is-
a Cavalan had that we were last
Right.
time.
Okay, but where's the bottle we did last time? The
Right
30.
here.
Was that 46% as well?
Yes,
Okay, so here's the thing though. This one drinks bigger.
I was
Like
gonna say yeah, it's a little bit more potent.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more of like a prickle on the tongue. A little bit more of the sizzle. Right? This
It's-
one's a full body experience.
It's full bodied and a full body experience. Yeah.
Did we tell people to click like and subscribe?
Click like,
Patreon?
subscribe, patreon.com training C.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can rescind that at any time.
Yeah, you can unclick like.
Yeah.
So
So-
we were talking about the prickliness and a little bit of the full body experience.
Let me go in for another dive.
Sure. We'll wait.
I think like what we talked about the sweetness too is really up front on this one. Like it's really well rounded, full bodied, has that honeysuckle thing that we've talked about with Two Brewers before. They mentioned cloves. I don't know if it's specific cloves that I'm getting out of it, but it's more like that could have something to do with that heat. It's like not a heat really. It's just
I know what they mean though.
it's a
Like I always,
potency thing.
but there is some kind of like a maybe it's like a nutmeggy, clovey kind of
Yeah.
something of like a
Definitely
baking
there's
spice. It's one of
spices
those like
in there.
pie spices.
Yeah.
You know. The sweetness is bang on though.
But and you're right. It's like there is a boldness to this one that has a bit of texture, a little bit more depth.
And
to
the
it.
reason I say Cavalan is because Cavalan is it's a single malt,
Yeah,
but it always drinks more tropical and fruity,
yeah, true.
right? And this stuff is it's got a lot of that kind of element to it.
Yeah,
Like
big
it's not
time. I
exactly
mean,
the same, but
well,
it triggers my like memory bank there.
and Two Brewers has that kind of like tropical vibe, like
Yes.
Cavalan does.
Yes.
Which is like, hey, maybe the Yukon is the tropics of the Great White North. I've never been, so
If you want to rapidly age something, take it to the Yukon. I don't think so.
yeah, I doubt it.
I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it.
They're doing it. Yeah,
They're doing it like it should be does.
Hey, do you know what something else? This could be a release that was aged during that huge heat wave that we had last summer. Could have something to do with the body, or I don't know. Who knows? I'm not a scientist.
Yeah. Because on the West Coast,
Okay.
we hit like 40 degrees plus.
Like 42 in some places.
even
Yeah,
higher. I think. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it was really effing hot, and that's like uncharacteristic.
it is. So that
Something
could
good's got to come out of that.
have- you would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of fun. I want to say thank you to Two Brewers.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is fantastic. We are going to share this with our Dram Club at some point,
Yep.
and it's It's a tasty experience.
It is.
They should
we
look forward to it.
look forward to people trying this.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried it and you get to try it because of us for the first time, that is awesome. But I think you will agree, like we've said before, we are big proponents of promoting Canadian whiskey. And this is like, I stand behind this product for sure.
Yeah, top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and we will talk to you on the flippity flop.
As usual.
It's our new sign out.
Talk to you on the flippity flop.
Tranny and C.